Anyway, we'll start back up. Hello amigos, RadiShineAmigo here, and welcome back to Let's Play Crash N.Sane Trilogy. Last time we played Crash 2, now we're going to be playing Crash Warped. My favourite game in the Crash Trilogy. Yes, we'd like to overrate our save, please. In sync. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, RoboCrash. Last. Did Coco have stickers on her laptop in the original? Can't remember.
No, it cannot be. Evil, great evil has come.
Good to hear, RoboCrash. Thanks.
None have dared fail the great Uka even once. But you, Cortex, you have failed me twice. Great Uka. It was that infernal Bandicoot. From deep inside my temple prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience. There is now no other power source left on this planet. I know we've had a few unfortunate setbacks. And failed. But since your bungling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable planet. And this time, the great Uka will make sure that you do it right. After many eons, my evil twin brother, Uka, has been freed from his underground prison. Long ago, I locked him there to protect the world from his malice. Now, free once again, he must be stopped.
See, Tana there's a picture of Tana on top of the fireplace on the left.
Children, Uka and Cortex plan to use this time-twisting machine to gather crystals that lay scattered across time. I have brought you here to recover the crystals before they do. To open the time portal, simply stand on a button and then jump into the portal. Good luck.
I just realised none of the electric gates are currently flowing. All of them are open. So can't we just quickly go to the final boss? But I love how they changed the well, first we're gonna talk to Coco. And yeah, we can actually have her join us straight away. I'm gonna use Crash for the first level though because I feel like it. And this is DLC here, but we'll get to that later. So a new level, I think it's called Future Tense. But yeah, I love how they added an animation of a frog jumping on the button and everything.
Crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look! I have a mask helping me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
Hello, Emprix. How's it going? Something that just feels so great with this game is Uka just sounds so threatening again. And I can't remember the last time he sounded threatening, because before this we had the Crash of the Titans and Mind of the Mutant game, and he just sounds like a complete wimp in that game. So it's really nice to hear him sound really threatening, and I think his voice actor does a really good job in this game. Of course, control-wise, this just controls exactly like Crash 2. You do unlock power-ups later on, and here's a new box. Changes, kind of like the TVs in Sonic Mania. Well, plus I should say, because I believe they were in the Encore mode. Now, you probably noticed that the area we're in isn't actually in Insanity Beach. No, we're actually in like a completely new location because this game has time travel and it's awesome. So basically, we don't go to Insanity Beach anymore. We're on completely different locations in different time periods. This one's like medieval times, and even like the knights, they're not actually like knights from this time period. They're just Cortex's lab assistants cosplaying as knights. But it's so awesome, and they'll all be dressed up as like different like stuff that fits the theme of the level. Kind of like in Sonic Colors, we have the Megaporns that all fit the theme of the amusement park that they're in. Time errors, hooray! Yeah. And I also feel that this game, like, a lot of the time when you introduce like time traveling and stuff, it kind of messes it up. I feel like this game kind of just like does it fine because like they put it as part of the story, but I never felt like it was really like, because the story isn't very important. I just never really cared about like stuff not making sense in time or whatever. And that's one of the things I like about this game is they kind of just did time travel right, you know. Kind of like Sonic CD, where it felt more like a gameplay element than this actual story element. I guess CD had more of an emphasis because it was actually in the levels, but yeah. Well, the lovely Crash dance again. The next level was underwater level, but we don't have to play these in order, to be fair, but well, I usually just do. So yeah, underwater basically, I guess it tells the controls on the side, so I don't really have to explain them. But I mean, the underwater doesn't really feel too bad, to be honest. I usually don't really like underwater levels. I like them in Sonic because you still like platform and stuff. It just feels like the same game, just a bit slower. But with like a lot of a series, like say Mario, the gameplay just feels like it changed completely. But this, it's like somewhere in the middle. It's like you can still spin, so you can still kill enemies the way you always would, but your movement is different. So it's a bit iffy in that regard. Something that I found out, which I don't think was true in the original version, but in this version, so you can press the jump button and he flaps his feet and you go faster. You actually, in this version, you actually go faster if you just spin. So I actually, when I went for the relics in this, I just spammed the spin button the whole time because it was faster than the actual, like, button that's supposed to make you faster. Speaking of relics, after like all the Sonic Forces shenanigans, I'm thinking I might get the relics like off screen, or I might record them and then just upload the runs where I actually like get their required relic. I don't know if I'll go for platinum or gold or whatever. Either way, like once I get to Cortex and finish that boss off, the next stream after that, I'll have like all the relics. I don't want to go for a bunch of time trial stuff because I felt like I was sitting there doing that quite a while when it was Sonic Forces, and I don't want to do that again. Of course, if you touch the blue side on these, you get electrocuted. If you are fast enough, you can like swim against the way they are flowing, and you can actually like get past them quicker. When I'm playing this normally, I like to take my time. If I go for the relic, I will try and speed through them as fast as possible because that's the aim of the game in that instance. But I like to be a little bit more careful when I'm playing for the box gem. And Sonic Touch stuff, I love the backgrounds in this. It looks so good. You need the this submarine thing to destroy those corals. I should have probably said this earlier, but the controls for the submarine let you just shoot and you can dash. And you dash by using the jump button. Sonic 06 does time travel very well, Kappa. Yeah, Sonic 06 does time travel so well. I'm not even going to get into this. And we had a crystal stuck in our ear. I wonder how he gets these stuck in his ear and like when he gets that gem at the end of the level, does he just like put it in his mouth? Like why? Like, I mean he's Crash, so I guess like I shouldn't question things, but still. Okay, yeah, let's do things out of order. Let's do Boneyard, and then we could do the Coco levels last. I might even save my favourite Coco level in this warp room for last. My favourite level for last, I should say, because the Coco levels where you ride the tiger are my favourite levels in the game. There's little Triceratops here. Hello. If you run far enough, he'll start chasing you like the polar bear in Crash 2. Of course, lava hurts, you want to jump over that stuff. The Triceratops will break the boxes, but of course, like, if you want the stuff inside them, you're going to have to break them yourself. There will be pterodactyls that appear soon. I tried pressing the double jump there, but we don't have that ability yet. We have to beat Dingodile to get that. Oh. You do go further, of course, by doing the slide jump, so I mean, go ahead, do that. The thing that I love about the Crash 3 ones is now we're in side-scroller levels, and then we go forwards towards the camera. Oh, invisibility. Just go all over the place, you know? Oh, there is a gem path in this level, but you don't need the gem path to get the box gem. If you have invincibility, as you can see there, and you destroy the bouncy crates, then you get all the fruit in them. For some reason, I thought I missed the bonus platform. I thought it was earlier on, but so I was getting a bit worried. But no, it was here. Of course, the bonus rooms, the music for the bonus rooms, is all remixed of the original themes. So the main theme of Crash 3 is what the warp room music is. The bonus room music is. Oh, I'm just messing up every word I'm saying today, aren't I? All good. I personally find like this game is a bit easier than Crash 2, and that's part of why I like it more. Because like when we got to that the fourth warp room, there was like 3 levels in a row that I just find like completely like annoying. Cold Hard Crash being one of them, and then the number 2 next to Cold Hard Crash. But in this game, like I feel like it's hard, but it's a fair hard, you know. Like the difficulty picks up around about the 3rd warp room, but it never feels like too frustrating. I think when you get to around like the last warp room, in a way it kind of is like a bit too hard, but I only felt that way when I was playing the game when I was younger, and when I was younger I didn't actually know you could use the fruit bazooka because I didn't read the text when you beat Engine. Oh, that was silly. Did I die instantly? I thought I had 2 masks. Oh, yeah, I thought that was the the what do you call it? The nitro explosion crate with the exclamation mark. Yeah, we avoid them that time. There we go. Thank God. One time I like went through that that gem. It was actually the first time I played this on Switch. I went right through that gem, and I don't know what happened. Like I literally went through the gem, but I didn't pick it up, and yeah, I was annoyed because I had to play the level again. I mean, I guess I didn't mind it too much because it's like one of my favorite games of all time, but it's still a bit of a pain. Platinum relics are surprisingly harder due to changes in levels and controls. Yeah, I agree.
bring them to big Coliseum in Rome. Crash! Leave them for Tiny, or Crash get crashed!
I still need to finish PS1 Crash 3. Yes, you do, Emprix. Yes, you do. Have you finished the other PS1 Crash games? Yeah, I did barely miss that, didn't I? And now we got our first speedboat level with Coco. Now the controls in these have like completely changed. So the water physics actually like help influence the way you move on the boat, and it feels awful. Like I used to love these levels, and now I'm not really a big fan of these ones in this version of the game. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I prefer the PS1 version of Crash 3. I'd much rather play the PS1 version of Crash 3. Just controls. I also just like the way the game looks on the PS1. It's nostalgia, like obviously, but I just like the way it looks. That seagull will actually attack you if you break that. It's supposed to be if you break the box when the seagull's on it. But as I found out during my death animation video, the seagull can actually attack you when you're just standing next to the box, so who knows. Oh god, these controls suck. Yes, they do. When you go off the ramp as well, like in Crash, okay, in the PS1 Crash, in the PS1 Crash, it was like all automated when you went off those, so it just felt a lot better. Like, you generally have like the same amount of speed every single time you go off of them, but really. But in this, it's more of like how fast you go while you get up to them. Like there is still like a little bit of automation, but it's not like anywhere near as much. So I don't know if it's just because it's on a newer console, but these levels look a lot more empty. Like, you look out there, it just looks like there's nothing there. I swear it didn't used to feel like that, but maybe I'm just overthinking it. Or it might just be, like I said, because the graphics are better. Of course, you can see Massive Island in the background, and it has Cortex's face on it, and it's so awesome. Just love it, like when evil villains just put their face on shit. Why not? So, be very slow here. Inch our way there. There we go. I was partway through Crash 1, Crash PS1, but was balancing between that and Yakuza 1. Yeah, I mean, that's a good choice. Yakuza's still great. Vicarious Visions ruins the jet ski controls, and that makes my heart break. You can't sharp turn anymore. The turn is slow, and you can't save yourself from bombs. And when launching off ramps is also the worst. Yes, pretty much everything I wanted to say right there. I also don't know how I feel about these. Like, I still love these levels. Like, these are my favourite levels. But I feel like they control better if you hold the run button. If you're going slow, then it feels a little bit off. But nowhere near as bad as the jet ski. I love that every time. The wink and the meow. It's so great. So yeah, we're on the Great Wall of China. The graphics in this just look beautiful. Oh, great. I'm gonna have to reset the whole level, aren't I? So I hit the checkpoint right after I got the thing. Something I also love that they added in this game is if you die, you Para chases his tail, and yeah, like Para just chases his tail before he starts running again. I think in the original it just spun in place. It kind of looked kind of awkward. Yeah, let's do it again. I maybe might need to concentrate. Because I feel like I missed that box because I was talking too much. As you can see, you can charge through the barrels. I'm sorry if I'm pausing my speech every now and then. That's me adding my concentration back into the mix. I want to go up here. Yes, they act like springs. During the PS1 version, I sometimes miss this crystal or one of those boxes by going through there. I don't think it's as precise in this version. I love this music so much. Oh, damn! Missed the box. Yeah, there we go, he's chasing his tail. Oh, okay, I hit left a bit too much there. I don't want to go up there. Yeah, it's sections like these, like, well, those that I was fouling at, that I find like a little bit harder. Because I feel like it's a lot easier to get under. I did it again. Because usually I just like charge through, but now I feel like you're more likely to hit the wall on top. There we go. You need to kind of like swerve around it in this version, it's a bit awkward. Yeah, that's all the boxes. I was concentrating too much on something else that I almost died again. So cute. I wouldn't ever expect him to go like meow though. The tiger levels aren't so bad, but it's kind of off and confusing. Yeah, yeah. Now we get to fight Tiny Tiger. And we won't watch that. I do like how now they have an animation like Coco, like, you know, dropping in and...
Coco stole the pretty crystals. Tiny, take them back in Gladiator Arena.
Yeah, I like the... Because in the original game, Crash would miss the warp because it wasn't his level, but now Coco does it too. Because obviously you can play as her. I feel like it's not as bad in like during this level here, but I feel like Tiny's like texture just looks a little bit weird. I'm probably just used to the PS1 game. And here he's just going to bounce around. There we go. And when he shoves his stick into the ground, there we go. Let me attack him. Now these bits can be a bit hard because you've got the lions after you. I usually like to try and do this. Because if you do the method where you stand in the corner, the audience throws cheese at you and messes you up. So yeah, you can't really do that. I feel like standing in the middle makes it even harder because there's more lines to worry about. When I was younger, actually, this was probably like the hardest boss for me. There was one boss that I couldn't do like first time round without help. That was Engine. I can get to more about that when we get to that. But whenever I'd replay the game, this would always be the boss that I'd have some trouble with. And like throwing tomatoes at him. Now we've got the supercharged body slam. So basically there's going to be like a little effect that goes around us when we body slam. That basically means that we can body slam stuff that isn't directly below us. We can body slam stuff that's next to us as well. It pretty much just makes a couple of bonus stages easier.
Well done, children. By defeating Tiny, you have unlocked the gate to the next time travel area. Go back to the center of this time twister and save your progress if you wish. From there, you will see that the gate to the second time travel area is now open.
He also seems like really, like Aku Aku seems really happy in this game. Maybe he's glad to finally have a good Crash game again. Yeah, Jeebus. I'll play as Coco now.
Why must you continue to be a thorn in our side?
Who? What? Where was I? Oh, Tiny was a good fellow. He hated everyone and everything, but a good heart nonetheless. Please be more reasonable with my minions next time.
I also like can only hear the original voice actors in my head. Like every time I hear them voice it. Like I kind of wish that wasn't the case, but like because I just played the original one so much, it's just I can't hear anything else. Okay, we'll show off the body slam here. So yeah, you can't really tell the impact as much in this version. But in the PS1 version, it'd be like a little circle that goes around you. Now, you don't want to touch this guy's magical powers because he turns you into a frog. So I kind of want to show off here, actually. So you attack him, he does that. That's what he did in the North American version of the game. And, like, that's how, like... Basically, in the European version, the version I had when I was younger, because I'm from the UK, you had to attack those wizards twice. You attack them once, they lose all their clothes, so they just have like underwear, and then you have to attack them again. But in the American version, they would just die in one hit, and this version does what the American version does. That kind of upsets me, you know. It's not massively like major deal, but I liked it. It was funny. It also made them like a little bit more challenging than other mooks because it required 2 hits, you know. But I mean, I guess in a way they're already a little bit hard enough because they're projectiles. I don't know. I just wonder if Vicarious Visions actually knew about the change, or if they just followed the NTSC version of the game. And I'm also curious as to whether... Oh, mid-delay. Whether the Japanese version actually had it. Because I actually don't know that. I should probably look that up. You can also blow up those chickens with a bazooka. You get an achievement for doing that, but it's like, it's really awkward. So I had a vendetta against that frog. Happy Aku Aku. Yeah, he was like, he sounded really calm in the original game. And the original Crash 3 was like the first time he actually said words. Like words that weren't ooga da booga da booga and stuff like that. And abba da biddy biddy. I don't even... Whatever those things mean. It probably means, hey look Crash, it's me again, and when you get hit he's probably saying, Crash, you suck. Okay, now we want to get this box first, and then we want to hit the switch. And of course, just like in Crash 1 and 2, those switches make boxes appear. Wow, the music has gotten really crazy there. You have the Japanese version. Yeah, I know. I remember seeing it in one of your videos. Do you know if they have the if the wizards take 2 hits in that version or what? Because I mean, the only way I'd have to find out is either watch someone play and hope that they attack the wizard, or get an emulator. I mean, get a ROM. I have an emulator for the PS1. I don't have the ROM for the Crash 3 Japanese. I don't know how much I'm going to be switching up Crash and Coco. I usually just like playing as Coco. But I don't know, I just felt like playing as Crash a little bit in the first walkthrough. I don't know why. Now let's just skip that. Let's do this one, please. Yeah, I love this level. What level are they on? It's level 6, the one I was just playing. G-Wiz is the name of it. But yeah, level 6. Welcome back, Rabbit Crash. So in the PS1 version of this game, this level's my favourite level. It probably still is my favourite in this game. But I'm kind of just a bit more indifferent because it feels a tiny bit different. I'll get to my other favourite levels when we get to them. I'll just point them out. I love like every level in this game, really. I don't know if they changed it in this version, but I feel like you had to dash to get those the ones flying in the air in the PS1 version. In this version, you don't have to dash. That kind of throws me off. Or maybe it's just because it feels like you move slower, and I'm just overthinking it. Now this area here, that box that I just hit, with the one floating in the air, like a mixture between floating and flying, is I almost missed that gem, like, because I just had a brain fart. Yeah, when I played this in my Let's Play, that box didn't appear, so I had to kill myself. Like, it didn't load in the level for some reason. You can take off the wizard's clothes in the USA with the fruit bazooka. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Because in the PAL version, you could just, like, spin them. Yeah, the name of the level won't be the same in the Jap version, so level 6 is fine. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Level down, play. Yeah, let's go with this one. Level 9. We can't get the box gem for this one, because we need the purple gem as the hint is telling us right now. Now, fun fact, if you want a trophy or an extra life, I can't do it here, but if you use the bazooka and shoot somewhere on Cortex's face up there, you get an extra life. I didn't actually know you could do that until this version of the game, because there was a trophy for it. So, that's a plus for this game. It taught me something I didn't know about a game that I played like a million times. I don't know why I'm getting the boxes, I just said I can't get the box gem. Okay, we're gonna skip the bonus at least. I'm not gonna be that much of an idiot. Of course, this is Egyptian themed. Can I show this off? I'm gonna try. It takes a while. That's something else I didn't know about until this version of the game as well. But yeah, Like, pretty cool, I guess. Let's get this first, so I don't have to bounce these things. I mean, I wouldn't have to anyway, because then it's the box gem. I keep forgetting. There's another mask over there. I think it's just because, like I feel kind of like Collecto, in a way. Like, I just feel the need to just pick stuff up, you know? And you can actually see, like, some of the Cortex villains on the pictures on the wall. Like, there's Tiny Tiger there. It's pretty cool. Whoa, that was close. Of course, one of the major changes in this game, which I really don't like, is that, yeah, Uku is like, Aku, sorry, is not orange. That's weird. And Nitrous Brio isn't in this game, and Nitrous Brio is my favourite character, which is kind of sad. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, we don't want to do that yet. Yeah, no one showcased it on one of their Let's Plays, I think. I might be wrong, and the music will be shaming me. Yeah, so, can't get the gem, so... yeah, we'll go for Hang 'em High. Let's switch to Crash. Something else that I found out is, oh, we'll play this. Bye.
Dingodale's the name, and Uka and Cortex gave me orders to bring the crystal to them during the Ice Ages. So give me the goods and shove off, or I'll roast you.
Dingodale moves his head like so much during our cutscene. So yeah, there's a special gem, but we can't get it yet. But we can still get the box gem. Oh wait, the mask is turned back to orange again. So while I was doing the death animations for this, I found out that they actually cut like some of animations that Crash has, Coco doesn't have, which is kind of weird. And something that I knew ever since the N.Sane Trilogy came out is Crash doesn't have this like typical animation where he just, you know, when he like spins in place of the black screen in Crash 1. That's not in this game. Even Wrath of Cortex had that. Which I really like the Wrath of Cortex brought that back. Oh, we need to go quick actually, because we got this thing. There we go. Now we'll go back to this box. Okay, yeah, if you don't hit them in a certain amount of time, they turn into a steel crate and you have to kill yourself. There's our crystal, and we've got our bonus route here. The wizards go down in one hit in the Japanese version. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Emperix. Very quick on the bell there. Okay, let's get these first. Yeah, we need this to turn into the TNT. The TNT will blow up, the impact will cause the exclamation mark to go off, and then we can use this. If you have like the double jump power up and some of the other power ups, you probably won't even need to do that. But, I mean, if we can get the box gem at this point in the game, we may as well go for it, you know? It is really nice seeing the scope of the level on the bonus platform though. Especially like with these updated graphics. I know I said I prefer the original graphics, but these are still really nice. I believe if you slide these, yeah, they die straight away if you slide them. If you spin them, they take 2 hits. That made me nervous. Ooh. Okay. jumping on his head is instant kill as well, apparently. That's something I usually do, but I like to try in that section. Is that it? Yeah, that's everything good. So yeah, if you get like 10 relics, I believe. Yeah, 10 relics. You can unlock the bonus version of that level where you can go for a different route and you get the lime-coloured gem or yellow-coloured gem. It looked more lime in the PS1 version. It looks a bit more yellowy in this version. Either way, it's a coloured gem. Fun fact: every single Arabian level has a coloured gem in it. I don't know why. Alright, we'll see if we'll be able to get both at the same time. I probably won't. But I'm going to at least try and aim for first place. There's two things they actually changed about these racing levels. Luckily the controls don't feel too different, so that's fine. When you fall down a pit, you recover a lot faster, which is awesome. And if you don't come first place and you haven't got the crystal yet, then you can press, and when you get to the end of the level, you can just press the restart button. It lets you start back from the beginning. Whereas in Crash 3, you have to restart all the way back at the beginning. It'd take you back to the warp room is what I mean, if you lose. But here, it just lets you restart. I think you still have to sit for a loading screen, but that's one loading screen as opposed to two. Although the loading screens are longer in this game compared to the PS1 game. Oh, nice! Now it doesn't matter, like, if you even if you miss the gem in that last bit, like you get all the boxes but you drive past the gem, it will always give you the gem. So you don't have to worry about picking it up. Whereas the other levels, you can actually miss the gem. I think it's more because like you're on rails, it's like racing. You can't drive backwards, so yeah. And even if you could, you probably wouldn't want to, just in case, you know. Like in the what happened to me there, you know. If I had to drive backwards, I might end up not getting first.
Right. Now you've gone and done it. Them crystals are mine.
I'll get a cameo appearance from Pen to Penguin in a minute.
Break out the butter. I'm gonna make toast.
Now, this is my favourite boss in the game. This boss is so fun. But we can just completely cheese it. So basically, he shoots up into the air. Oh. Like that. Okay. It's a little bit harder to jump over in this version. But, there we go. So you dodge all his bullets, and then eventually he fires like a massive like laser that breaks breaks all like the icicles and stuff. There we go. And yeah, when he breaks the icicles, that's your way through.
You'll soon be up against much worse.
Yeah, it was originally easier to jump over them in the PS1 version, though. I think they tried to make it harder, but turns out you can still do it, so... yeah. Yeah, this is where the game picks up like a little bit difficulty-wise, in my opinion. Oh!
Well, haven't we gotten far for a pair of fuzzy marsupials? I am Dr. Nefarious Tropy, master of time and the creator of the very time twister machine you see before you. Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex have sent me to end this little charade, so you won't be leaving my area with the crystals. I swear it.
I love, like, something that it wasn't really apparent in the PS1 version. In this version, when he says Dr. Cortex's name, he kind of like looks to the right and like in a sarcastic way, and it's just like, yeah, just Cortex. He mostly likes Uka Uka, which, I mean, I never really got that vibe from the original game, but you kind of get it here. And I mean, another reason why I didn't think about it is because, like, they work together anyway in the games after that. And I know they're not made by Naughty Dog, but obviously, me being younger, I didn't really pay too much attention to stuff like that. So, I like that they added it, you know. Of course, that grass slows you down, so spin it, it goes away. Not going to have any wild Pokemon encounters in this game. Of course, we got the double jump, so that's all good. We got okay. These like random like Crash Bandicoot looking things, and we got our own version of Yoshi in this game, and Coco can actually ride it. So Coco can ride this, but why can't Coco ride Polar? Or the Hog? So basically it counts as an extra hit, and you can jump a lot higher. You don't have to spin into boxes to break them. That's pretty much it. But it's a nice little addition. It's only around for like 2 levels though, which is kind of sad. One of them's a secret level as well. Oh. Well, I mean, I don't know why I went back. I can't get the box gem yet. And we can't bring the dinosaur with us. The dinosaur actually just flat out disappears, apparently. In the PS1 version, he just stands there and he has idle animations. But I guess he just flat out disappears in this version. And that was weird. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll miss the platform. Something that only just like crossed my mind. Oh, okay. So these chasing sequence. Crash Bandicoot came out before Sonic Adventure. I wonder if they got ideas for stuff chasing you from Crash. Never really thought about it, to be honest. So obviously you got the whale and the gun truck. More so the whale than the gun truck, because the whale is more closer to an actual animal than, like, because obviously you have like the polar bear, which is an animal, whereas a gun truck doesn't really, you know, it's not really an animal or a living creature. That again. Oh yeah, the springy crate thing, yeah. Yeah, that did happen in Crash 2 as well, didn't it? Weird. I believe it happened in the original games as well. I don't really want to play that level yet. That's probably like one of the hardest levels. Let's see. What's this one again? Yeah, let's go for double header. This one sounds good. Of course, as you can tell by the aesthetic, this time it's all raining. It's nice. Changes up the way the level looks a bit. Makes it so it doesn't get as repetitive, you know. Honestly, I've never actually like been like annoyed of using the same like level theme like more than once in the same game when it comes to Crash. Like, some games you see the same level trope a lot and you're just kind of sick of it. Crash, I never get sick of it. And part of it is because they're very well like spread out across the game. So like you've got 3 of these type of levels, medieval levels, but you don't play them one after the other. You play like One in the first 3 warp, so one in the first warp room, one in the second warp room, and one in this warp room, which is quite nice. Just wait for these. Looks at Road Crash. Back. I say, go back to hell you were supposed to be. Yeah, Road Crash is probably the hardest out of the racing ones, in my opinion. I probably should have slid into that, but I got a bit worried. Rain effect's really nice. The magic actually goes up those walls. But yeah, as you can probably notice, I usually just go rounds on like these little platforms on the side when I do stuff. It's kind of cheap, I guess, but it's just something that I always like to do. Oh, that was a bit close. They can't shoot backwards, luckily. Thanks for the subscription, Slime Master. How's it going? One of these bonus stages. Gonna have to let this level sink in because this is gonna be the last one actually. Until we get to the time relics, but I'm not gonna do those on stream like I said. I'll record them, but I'll have it so it's. I think I messed up. I messed up, didn't I? Yeah, I messed up. I might still be able to get him with a double jump, but let's not risk it. And luckily you don't lose lives in bonus levels, so. Yeah, it's all good. Oh no, I only have to play my favourite Crash game like a tiny bit longer because I died. Oh no. That's literally how I feel when I die in this game. It's just like, oh no, I get to play more of my favourite game. Well, I mean, I guess it's not my favourite game, but it's one of my favourite games. No, don't do that again. I've got the double jump, I need to remember that. I keep forgetting I have the double jump. So I tried doing it earlier when I didn't have the double jump, and now I have the double jump and I just forgot about it. Yeah, I was going to say this game's my favourite 3D platformer of all time, but I'm not sure. I have a hard time choosing my favourite 3D platformer. I kind of like put them in like different categories. I have like 3 different categories I can think of off the top of my head. One of them is the Sonic category because I just love Sonic. The other one is like linear platformer and the other one's more like open platformer. So this would be like my favourite linear platformer. That is 3D. Obviously the Sonic category technically is a linear platformer, but like obviously I count it as a different thing because it's Sonic. Because I just love Sonic. I have a bit of a like toss up between this and the first Jak and Daxter game. Those are like my favourite 3D platformers. Let's jump in your face. You can also like bounce on that stomach as well. I'm not actually sure if it's impossible to kill them. I'm not going to try in case I get killed. I've never actually killed them, actually. I don't think you can. I don't know if spinning them while they're on the ground does anything. I never tried. I think you can only knock them over. And as you notice, they were lab assistants as well. They had 2 heads. They're now trolls. Tiny bit different. I still don't want to do Deep Trouble. I did the others. No, I didn't do this one. Let's do this one. I was gonna. Oh, big lag.
So, you pesky little rats aren't going to back off, eh? Just you continue to gather crystals and see what I do.
Apparently we got some lag. It's not going, okay. Yeah, wait, it is still... Okay, so the lag's still there. I see 2 yeses and 1 no. No, I guess I'll leave it moving, because obviously if it's paused, it's not... Okay, cool. Alright, well, it seems like there's a bit of lag. Today just seems a bit weird for some reason. It lagged like when I first started the stream, and now it's lagged like here. So today hasn't been a fun day, apparently. The game doesn't want me to play my favourite Crash. The YouTube doesn't want... I see hello question mark. Is it lagged again? Okay. Okay. So it should be working now, hopefully. I don't know what's up with the lag today. Like, I'm using the exact same settings as I was before, and just for some reason it's just being really picky. I wish the camera would like move a bit, but you know. That was a bit of an awkward camera angle there. I'm assuming everything's okay now. Well, first things first, let me refresh the page to be safe. Oh, okay, I didn't know you'd refreshed it yet. I'll keep going, and if it's still lagging, then, well, I can always just reset the level. Everything seems fine for me. Thanks, Cody. Okay. Well, at least I'm glad that it's fine. Hello. How's it going? I really enjoy streaming. It's just like these little like hiccups like really annoy me. And I mean, it's not really too much I can really do aside from just reset stuff. Oh, I just dropped. Same here. I'm assuming that's same here as in it's fine. Okay. So, I mean, these are the exact same settings I always use. It might just... It's either YouTube's being iffy today, or my internet's being iffy. My internet was being slow, like, earlier, so I think it might be my internet. Not going to be around recording for too much longer, to be honest, anyway. Good to hear. I'm good too, thanks. Everything's under control. So yeah, we can get the, oh wait, I died though, didn't I? Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to reset. It doesn't matter, I've got to reset anyway, because there's a death route in this level and I died, so... We'll try that again. I'm gonna switch to Crash, because I actually did want to switch to Crash, but I accidentally jumped into the ball. Okay, we'll try this again. Okay, if you look at those markings on the floor, that's where they tell you where... It tells you where the fire is going to be, basically. Of course, like I just said, we've got the purple gem in this level. Purple gem is obtained by getting the death route done. The death route doesn't have any boxes on it, so... I don't know why the camera doesn't shift there, it's really annoying. There we go. Hopefully we don't die here this time, because this is where we died last time. I like Coco's animation while she's hanging on the thing a lot more. This spin is being really picky for some reason. Am I playing Crash Wrath of Cortex all of a sudden? Yeah. I'm back onto like the topic of like, so this is like my favorite 3D platformer. Well, either this or Jak and Daxter. I guess if anyone wants to, you know, say in the chat what their favorite 3D platformer is, then feel free. I was also just gonna go on the topic of like PS1 games because I'm not really sure what my favorite PS1 game is. Again, I just have a hard time picking like one game for everything. But this is like, if there's like 3 games that I would say are my favorite PS1 game, and I just remembered something. In the PS1 version, the ninjas looked fat. They look fat? I don't really remember that. I mean, they might look a little bit bigger. I don't remember them looking fat. By ninjas, which ones do you mean by ninjas? I need to concentrate because I thought I was going to die there. Because I've never equated any of these as ninjas. Oh, you're talking about these guys? Yeah, they are fat in the PS1 version, aren't they? Okay. I never really thought they were ninjas, to be honest. And I'll be like double honest here. First we're just gonna go do this quickly. Actually no, I'm thinking of a different level. Whenever, this is gonna be weird, but whenever I see them in this game, I never actually paid attention to what they look like. I just see their PS1 model. I know that sounds really weird, but that's why I haven't noticed it. Like, maybe because it's dark, but yeah, they are a bit thinner, yeah, in this version. You are right. I feel like they're a bit more purple as well. But I don't think I've ever noticed that they were ninjas until you just pointed it out and I saw it in this version. No! Okay. I think I'm used to having the tornado spin because you can absolutely annihilate those in with this tornado spin. They definitely do look more like ninjas in this version. But I felt like they looked more like bandits in the PS1 version. But yeah, I was saying, so like, favorite 3D platformer, favorite PS1 game, so like, I've got a moving carpet here. So yeah, it's like a toss-up between, okay. Jak and Daxter, Crash 3. Like, there we go. With PS1 games, there's like 3 PS1 games that I always say are my favorite PS1 games. I can't really pick one, but those 3 games would be, I mean, 2 of them are kind of linked together actually, because I can't really pick one out of those 2 either. So obviously Crash 3, Klonoa, the first Klonoa, yeah, there is 2 Klonoa games on the PS1. Yeah, the original Klonoa on PS1, and the Oddworld series, either Abe's Odyssey or Abe's Exodus. Exodus is just like a better game, but I love the atmosphere in the first game a lot more. So we got the purple gem, and then just kill ourselves. You can take the portal, but you know, you got to play the level again, and we don't want to do that. Yeah, all those games that I literally just mentioned, because I love them, as you can probably tell by the fact that I said I like them. There'll probably be games that I'll be recording on this channel at some point. was gonna like try and body slam them. Okay. Now I'm thinking I have the Death Tornado spin because I tried using it though. I feel like I've got these upgrades before I get them. Spin. There we go. Oh, we got everything. Nice! And now I guess I'll play the underwater one now. And we'll save that motorbike one for last. It's always just so satisfying just getting like 3 items in the same run. It would be even nicer if there was a way to get the platinum as well, but obviously we can't. Now, the red gem in this is a bit awkward to get. As you can see there, it says backtrack. I have the new and tasty Oddworld, and I'm finding really hard. I have the new and tasty one as well. To be fair, Oddworld was like always really, really hard. Even like the old ones. The only one that isn't hard is like Munch's Odyssey, but I think it's because it's 3D. It's wow, that was clever. I needed that, didn't I? What's that? What's that? Yeah, I needed it just for this one box here. Have you ever heard about the new PlayStation, the new Game Plus glitch? It only exists in the PS1 version. For Oddworld? I know of quite a few glitches in Oddworld. I know that you can beat the game in like 20 minutes and skip like the both of the worlds that you can go to. Obviously, you don't save all the Madokans if you do that, but yeah, pretty much guaranteed the bad ending. I assume you're talking about Oddworld. Ouch! For Crash 3. Tell me. Because I don't think I know. What would even be considered New Game Plus for Crash 3? I didn't even know there was really New Game Plus. Yeah, this level's probably my least favourite in the game. Just to like 100% really. So you have to get to the end of the level and then you have to go backwards to like 3/4 into the level. You'll see it when you get to it, unless you've already played this game, then you already know what I'm talking about. So yeah, concentration might commence quite a bit during this stage. I don't actually think you can become invincible underwater as well. Well, that was close. Okay, the game was making up for the hit there, I guess. I'll show you in a video with a link. Okay. It's the only thing I can think of, but it's not really New Game Plus. It's if you can start a new game by using the oops. But you know the little, like, when you leave the game running long enough and it has a demo of Crash playing or whatever, you can actually play one of those demos and it lets you skip straight to the 4th fulcrum. I think I showed that off in my extra video for Crash 3 actually. I most likely did, because that's like my favorite glitch in that game. When I go to like gaming conventions and stuff, I'll like if they have Crash 3, I'll just do that basically, just so the next person that goes to play the game is like, how the fuck is this guy in the 4th floor room and there's an electric barrier behind him? Okay, this bit on Discord. Yeah, okay. I'll check it after the stream. Yeah, this bit is probably going to require the most concentration because this bit is probably the hardest bit. We need to keep this for at least like the last bit, but like it. There's nitros over there. But it's nice to keep this as long as possible because obviously it's basically a second hit. Got rid of most of the nitros there. You don't have to manually get rid of all the nitros, which is good. They do make you manually get rid of the nitros in some of the later levels though. So yeah, we've missed boxes, now we have to go back. Okay, good. So yeah, this bit is a bit stressful. It feels more okay once you hit a checkpoint. I think there's a checkpoint. It's because obviously if you die, you have to do all of this again, and that's not fun. Let's go down here. So where those steel crates were earlier, once you hit that exclamation mark box, that was close. I almost walked right into that hill, and by walk I mean swim, because we don't walk underwater. It makes that TNT appear when you hit the exclamation mark box. There we go. There's a checkpoint. So yeah, we don't have to worry about the stressful bit now. This bit is still hard, don't get me wrong. But I don't feel as stressed out now because I don't have to go backwards and stuff. Obviously in a 2D section it's not as bad going backwards, but oh, this bit actually is a bit annoying. I forgot about this bit. Actually, don't go fast at all during that nitro bit. To be honest, I'm not really pressing the speed up button at all. There's something that's kind of changed here. It's going to prove me wrong now, isn't it? No, it didn't. I think the explosion radius of the TNTs is bigger because usually there's one box left when I do that in the PS1 version. But it's never the case in this version. But I still check anyway because I get paranoid. If we hit this, there we go. That wasn't actually too bad. I was worrying for nothing. It's almost like I've played this game a million times. And obviously, when we get like Crash 2 and it's the hard level, that's when I fuck up a lot. I haven't really played Crash 2 as much as Crash 3. I don't think I ever completed Crash 2 when I was younger. It was always Crash 1, no, Crash 3 I completed, because I never completed Crash 1 either. I might have finished Crash 2 once. But I always just went back and played this game all the time. Even when I didn't have a memory card, I'd just played this game over and over again. Okay, yeah, Road Crash, there we are.
Well, you've crashed a few parties before, but I never expected you to make it this far. If you don't turn back...
I will inflict 1,000 years of suffering on you and the entire universe!
I kind of want to be annoying and say what they're saying as they say it, but I'm like, I've got this nice balance where I'm like lip syncing it instead. I guess maybe one time I'll do that if I like sometime in the far future when I want to replay Crash 3 or something. And I just feel like recording it, and maybe I'll do it then. I don't know. Usually when I replay Crash 3, I don't get the boxes. I just play the game. through the levels and that's it. That bird just hit the alien sign. That sign takes you to a secret level. They make it a bit more obvious in this version because of the bird. I think at the beginning of the stage when it had the loading screen, it had the hint that tells you to hit the sign or something. Most likely. I wasn't reading it, to be honest. I don't always read the hints because I don't really need to, but you know. I guess they're helpful regardless. It's mostly in Crash 2's case, because Crash 2 felt a little bit more bullshit on some of the secret stuff. Oh, no, turn. We're gonna whack right into this car, aren't we? Okay. I thought there was gonna be a pit after that. Also, police cars are changed a tiny bit. They're like sideways this time instead of facing you. I believe they were facing you last time. No, I missed the box. I missed the box. Okay, well, can I at least get first place? Because at the moment, that doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. That rhymed. The finish line's like right up ahead, isn't it? Yep. In seconds, okay. Hello, name I can't read. So yeah, this is it comes up with this now, and you can press yes to restart it. Yeah, I fucked up on purpose just so I could shut that off. It's not that I failed. Yeah, let's try this again. Oh, I just missed that box. Okay. Well, I'm not going to worry about the boxes then. Let's just speed through this. There's a sign there, bird. Bird of the highway, watch out for that sign. Speaking of signs, you can see all these lovely signs, like that Dr. Cortex one there. I love, when during my Crash 3 Let's Play, I actually took in the chance to actually read all those. I remember that now. It's just stuff like that really adds to like the charm of this game, and I love it. Dingo's Diner. Oh. Engine gas. So punny. Okay, can I like make this turn this time? You have to like kind of let go of the brake a bit more in this version, I guess. Not the brake, the acceleration. Because I don't think there is a brake button. If there is, I'm not going to try and test it out, because why do I want to stop in this level? And the cars generally move the same speed, like, throughout the whole track. The car at the front moves about the same speed as you do, so it can easily catch up if you slow down, but you need the speed boosters to, you know, catch up. Hey cool pro, how's it going? So yeah, we got our crystal. We're gonna leave it as that for now, and we can go back to for the gem later. Because unlike Crash 2, we can't get all the gems before fighting the final boss. Which is fine, you know. They wanted to add the replay value and whatnot. And I can't change the Coco because it's a boss.
Ah, you little vermin are way too stupid to understand what you're getting yourselves into. This time, you've done it.
His amazing powers come at a price. It's kind of funny, actually.
Now you're on my time, you little skunk. Give me the crystals.
Oh, I love this boss. So yeah, he shoots out different projectiles and lasers in different directions. The hardest ones to avoid are the first orb ones in the beginning. and then once they go, it runs out of power. The platforms allow you to cross over, and you can hit him. Rinse and repeat. Oh, damn. Yeah, those second ones are a lot harder to avoid. They actually, they don't look too different than the original game, but you can kind of see, like a clock on them. And of course they're blue as well. I think they home in a bit more towards where you stand as well. So when I first played this game, I think I got stuck on this boss for a little while. Not too much, but just a little while. There we go. Double jump helps so much for this boss. Be even more useful if we had the death tornado spin, but we don't get that yet. If you take too long, he will get up and, you know, you can't hurt him. Oh, it's not two blue ones. I thought it was two blue ones. I swear it was two blue ones in the original. Oh well, doesn't matter. And of course, as you can tell, there's less and less platforms as we go along. Oh, I thought I missed the timing there. We just got that. I find entropy more threatening in the PS1 version. Yeah, most of the characters are more threatening in the PS1 version, to be honest, in my opinion. Oh, okay. The game doesn't instantly make you warp. It does in the original.
Insignificant morons! By defeating entropy, you have placed us all in grave danger!
Crash, Coco, you must realize that this time twister machine is very delicate. Without Dr. Entropy's constant care and control, who knows what it will do?
That was a bit weird. Crash, like... he kind of popped in, and then popped out, and then jumped out the portal. Anyway, I don't actually know how long I've been recording for. I usually stop around here. I think, yeah, I'm gonna stop around here, and next time we'll do this warp room, that warp room, and a couple of extra bonus stuff. And then after that, I'll get all the relics off screen. And I guess we got like the last stuff. I don't know how much would be left after that. Yeah. So yeah, thank you all for watching. And I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about like the lag and stuff. I guess once it gets to this level as well. I'm not really too sure what was up. But hopefully they'll be sorted out next time. So yeah. I guess the stream's slightly a bit shorter because of it. But hopefully it just means tomorrow will be a bit more stable. But yeah. Anyway, see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.